Here, guys. Boston 25 News meteorologist Shiri joins us now. We got to get the water bottles ready.
Yeah, so hydration really is going to be very important on a day like today. I mean, it's going to end up being one of the hottest days of summer, and our weather alert is twofold. We've got the heat and humidity on one end, and we've also got an air quality alert that we're going to be talking about this morning, too. Temperatures are already in the lower 70s in the greater Boston area. It's warm. It's muggy. It's quiet to kick things off this morning. You can see some haze out there, so it's not like those pristine blue skies. Today it is going to be somewhat hazy, but you can see temperatures warm so quickly. At 9 a.m., 80 degrees. We're off to the mid 90s this afternoon in the Boston area, and the heat index is going to be like 101 degrees at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So just so hot out there. Temperature trend that we're tracking has equivalent heat tomorrow and then a little dip Friday. It's still going to be muggy. Friday, we're also going to be back to talk about that chance for some scattered storms.
Stay cool.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, please, by all means. Right now, a live look outside, and you can see from our rooftop camera over the Boston 25 News studio, it's looking good, a little hazy, but bright to kick things off this morning. Next couple of hours, we've got to warm up through the 70s, hitting about 80 degrees by 9 a.m. It is already very warm. It is very sticky outside. You're going to see a little uptick in the clouds, I'd say, as we go for a mix of sun and clouds. Similar to what we had yesterday, the chance is going to be a little higher for getting a thunderstorm or a downpour up across the Mass New Hampshire border, especially a little bit further towards the east. So these are the areas that you're going to want to watch for a thunderstorm this afternoon, but most of you will stay dry. Tomorrow, you're going to see we have a very similar setup. It's more heat and humidity and mostly dry weather, but late afternoon and evening, I'd say those storms drop a little bit closer to the Boston area. Coverage is still limited. We're not looking at any widespread thunderstorm activity until we get into Friday, but there are some slight chances that I wanted to mention between today and tomorrow. Temperatures today, I mean, this is the big story, right? 95 in Boston, Framingham, and Worcester, 97 in Lawrence, 99 degrees today. Manchester, New Hampshire, that's not even with the heat index. And tomorrow, very similar. A lot of these mid-90s, cooler spot, Cape and Islands, but even down there, it's going to be in the 70s into the lower 80s. So the sweltering forecast really rules for all, but where we have those 90s, we're most concerned for, honestly, some dangerous heat. If you're not taking it easy and taking precautions, it can be dangerous. This is a look at the heat advisories and excessive heat warning that we have in effect for today. Essentially, it's going to feel like it's over 100 degrees. Where that pink is, it could feel like 105 this afternoon. So we want you to be careful. Coming up, we're going to talk more about the air quality alert that's going to be in effect today. And we're also keeping a close eye on some Friday storms. Although the morning looks to start dry, by midday, we have some hit or miss isolated activity starting to pop. And that's, of course, when the Celtics parade is underway. So we're keeping a close eye on radar. You are going to see that shower and storm coverage expands into the afternoon and evening. It is set to peak during the second half of the day on Friday. Saturday, to me, looks like a mostly dry day. We've got the slight chance for a shower, especially if you're further west. And then on Sunday, late in the day, we've got some more showers and storms coming in from the west. So we've got some ongoing shower chances that we're watching. Most days don't look like washouts. Between today and tomorrow, we have a few storms out there. Friday, we've got some more widespread coverage in the afternoon. Saturday, I think we hit the pause button. And then on Sunday, late in the day, get creative. Go to the mall. They have free air conditioning right there. Do something to stay cool today, because this is just the start of a warm up. It's another hazy morning in the city of Boston. Boston is at 71 degrees right now. I'm expecting temperatures in the upper 70s by 8 a.m., mid 80s by 10 a.m., 90 by lunchtime, and it keeps warming up from there. So we've got highs in the low or mid 90s in Boston, but we've got the heat index up around 102 degrees, and this really is a dangerous heat if you're not preparing for it properly. I think there's this reaction that when it gets really hot, everyone's like, oh yay, summer's finally here. This is not a yay forecast. This is a serious forecast, and if you're not playing it safe and staying hydrated, heat-related illnesses are a very real threat today. 95 in Boston, we've got 95 in Worcester, we've got upper 90s today in Lowell and Haverhill, Manchester, New Hampshire, so get those fans ready. We've also got the chance for an isolated thunderstorm or shower up in this neck of the woods north of Boston. I'm not expecting much coverage today, but I could see a lonely shower or two popping up across the Mass New Hampshire border. We're going to go dry, hazy, hot, and humid down across southeastern Mass, 90s, Brockton, Bridgewater, and in Plymouth. with 80s for Hyannis, Sandwich, and in Provincetown. Tomorrow, it is a repeat forecast. It's going to be just as hot as today, just as humid as today. The thunderstorm risk will be a tiny bit higher in the afternoon into the evening hours. Just a few more popping, but still nothing widespread until Friday. Let's talk about it. Friday morning, 8 a.m. I'm counting on a dry start to the day. It's going to be another soupy start. We've got a cold front sinking towards us, and that's going to help trigger some scattered thunderstorms by late morning or midday. Since we're going to be watching the Celtics parade at noontime, this is a good time to also have an eye on the Boston 25 weather app for any kind of activity popping up in your town or city. And then during the afternoon into the evening hours is the best chance for some downpours and thunderstorms along this front. Front moves out, and by Saturday, I'm seeing mostly dry weather. There's a slight chance for a shower. Sunday is going to be the better chance for some showers late in the day coming in from the west. So although there are small chances for rain over the weekend, I'm definitely not seeing washout weather. Let's go with temperatures in the 70s at the coastline on Saturday and 80s inland, and then we'll go a little bit higher on Sunday. Sunday's actually going to be not just hotter, but stickier again as well. We get a very brief drop in humidity levels on Saturday before